Ooga cha cha, ooga 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 cha cha, ooga 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 cha cha, ooga 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 cha cha, ooga ooga. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. I feel much better if I bought a roll of ASCs. Ooga cha cha, ooga cha. Listen to Florida Stackers. Market Daily Report. Ooga cha. It was 15 minutes long, but I want some more. Ooga cha. Silver Jokers. Got some coins I want. Silver Game of Thrones. Just had an epic rant. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that I need maple leaves. I'm hooked on a feeling. Do do do. That cheap silver's leaving. Do do do. Like Fred Gard's Libertards. I'm hooked on a feeling. Hey guys, Silver 5150. That is all you get today. I'm not doing multiple takes on that because that was fun. It was fun, but it was a little difficult, but it got the job done. You guys have paid your toll. You have paid the ad, and so now we get to go on to the show. Hello guys, I'm Silver 5150 here telling you that the Silver Libertards, I was making a joke about Fred's Libertards. The guy has a lot of Libertards, and I really applaud him for going after that section of the market because it turns out that it's going to be absolutely historic. The Libertards are going to be. By the way, if you guys noticed, again, for those of you that checked your AppMex portfolio, you have Libertards in there. Did you notice what happened? Libertards flared up again. They flared up again, and I'm pretty sure that they're now on AppMex. They're retailing for about $50 each. This is a 2019s, by the way. So not just every Libertad, but the COVID-affected Libertads, 2019s, 2020s. I don't know from 2020s. I don't have any. But I have 2019s. And I know that, I did really well on those because I paid $21 and change for those. And now they're retailing for $50, which AppMex is high. So you can probably think, quick sale, you could do about $45 if somebody's in the market for them. So anyway, but yes, so I don't know from gold Libertads, only the silver ones. All right. And by the way, this makes Fred Gar the most interesting man in the world. Well, the most rich man in the world. Well, not really. Not yet anyway. He might be at some point if this continues going on with the Libertads. Fred, thanks for letting me have fun with you out there. Guys, watch his channel when you get a chance. He's got some really good stuff on there. Okay, so for now, not sure about gold Libertad pricing because I am all in on silver. As you guys can see, I'm all in on silver always, all the time. I do have a little bit of gold, and I counted up my gold, all my fractional gold, and it comes out to be 3 ounces. I'm not going to tell you how many ounces of silver I have. Most of you already know. But it makes people a little uncomfortable. I get it. But trust me when I tell you that the amount of gold I have would not even form an asterisk to the entire metals portfolio I have in copper and silver. So we'll keep that in mind. But yeah, we'll talk about my all-in on silver later in the show tonight. But yeah, man, yeah, those Libertads, they're retailing for about $50 in 2019s, which is mucho importante, or very important, because it solidifies my belief that any COVID-era bullion coinage is going to enjoy even further increased gains over its non-COVID-era cousins, which I think themselves are going to be heading to the Himalayas price-wise, right? As we start to break out into all-time highs. And I'm talking about once we get above that 50 mark. All-time highs. I also stand by Silver Joker's theorem we were talking about last week. The 60-day mining gap that we experienced from April to June this year could turn into a 6-month retail shopping hell for us stackers, okay? It could happen. So, and with that, I'd like to pose a question to you guys. And the question is this. Given how governments are tightening their posture on an upcoming seasonal COVID resurgence, do you guys think it's possible for another full shutdown of silver mines before 2021? You remember we had the one earlier this year. That would make 2 for the year. Do you think it's possible that the governments will cause another silver mine shutdown before 2021? And if so, what would be the real reason for it? I mean, of course, it would be to save lives, sure, right? But just let me have a little fun here. I also think that it's highly possible we're going to see some serious anti-infectual technologies start to sprout up next year. And what better way to slow down stacker activity and fill sovereign hoards for the upcoming Silver Age? It gives them a chance to get everything they want in their coffers and slow us down from stacking, because we go into that 6 month or even longer retail hell, where we'd have to rely solely on coin shops, which is not bad, you know. If you have one, you can utilize. I don't have one where I'm at, which is why I haven't hardly used any. I've traveled 100 miles to go to a coin shop around here. But anyway, so yeah, they fill up their coffers. We, kind of, sit on the sidelines and wait for things to lighten up a bit so we can go out and get some more silver. Rabbit hole. Rabbit going down a rabbit hole. I know, going down a rabbit hole. But I don't know. What can I say? I'm Silver5150, and I endorse this rabbit hole message. That is actually a real concern of mine, us having another mining shutdown, because if it happens while the repercussions from the first one happens, like say in October, November, I don't know what the heck it's going to look like. I mean, because I still want to stack with you guys. I still want to stack with myself, with you guys, have fun doing these shows and stuff. But man, I hope we don't suffer like some real gap, like a year long, especially as we start to go into the higher prices and we have to sit there and watch prices climb away from us and miss out on opportunities. I guess at that point, we'll have to kind of just deal with each other, and just trade back and forth or something. I don't know. Okay. Anyway. Enough of that. So the question is, will they have another mining shutdown, or will they consider mines essential, silver mines especially essential, and not have them shut down, remain working on skeleton crews? That'll be the question. If you want to answer it in the comments below. If not, we'll go back over it later this week or something like that. But anyway, so look here. What do we got? We have got, Geiger's 2020 World's Wildlife Series, the whale. Silver coin. That's crooked. You know how I feel about that. It's crooked right there. The whale. And so, this is number 2, I think, in that series, in the wildlife series, World's Wildlife Series from Geiger. This is number 2. The first one was a giraffe, okay? And I got 30 of these, okay, because with a mintage of 30,000 each out of this series, I wanted to have 0.1% of each strike. Though I wonder if I'll be able to maintain that pace after silver heads above $50 spot. I don't think I will. But yes, I have 30 of the giraffes. If you haven't seen that video, there it's in the library. Go back. I've got the giraffe and other videos too, where you have like the Congo lion is chasing the giraffe, and the giraffe, it's a running giraffe coin, and it's very cool. From this series, which is called the Geiger's World Wildlife Series. So Geiger mints these coins for the Congo, all right? And these are exclusively from SD Bullion, okay? So this is the only place I found them, from SD Bullion. Let's get in close here again. I like to fiddle around with these. And, I mean, guys, look at that. That is a premium strike. Now, they say that these are BU. Really? That's BU? BU. Huh, go figure. I don't know. But anyway, I'll take their word for it, because I know I got these for around $26. Not quite 20, a little bit over 25. I got $26 when I bought them about a week or so ago. I was talking to Creole the Lone Traveler, and he's like, hey man, what do you think about these? I'm like, I got 30 of them. 1/10 of 1% of the strike, because that's how I feel about some of these strikes and stuff. I think this one's going to be an absolute hit. All right. Yeah, so Democratic Republic of Congo. I like saying that. These things are minted for the Democratic Republic of Congo, knowing full well if there's one place on the earth where you could absolutely get lost and people will never find you, and you would never have to try to escape from taxes, because it's like the last tax haven on earth, it would be the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Now, you might have a little extortion there, you might have to pay some bribes and stuff, but taxes, never gonna have to do it. Okay? But anyway, so these are 4 nines. All right, these are 4 nines, and they're beautifully struck. Let's see if we can get them both in so you can see the back and the front. Let's do it that way. Back and the front. So these are 4 nines fine, and just beautifully struck. For BU coin, you can't beat them. All right, but these also fall into what I call the can't lose category. Okay, so let me back up a little bit. All right, I'm going to give you my ideas about these critter coin themes that I categorize as can't lose coins. Okay, these are can't lose. So okay, you guys know I stack a lot. It's pretty much all I do. Well, that and work. Okay, but one of the things I've been privy to is certain critter coins that always seem to do well no matter what. And whales, just like these do extremely well. All right, these do extremely well. I've got some killer whale versions from the Royal Canadian Mint that are in 2 ounce, and I only got a few of those at the time. I can only afford like I think 3 tubes, so I got tubes of those. But they remind me very much of this coin right here, and I can tell you right now, good luck finding those. In fact, I've got Lear Capital on high alert trying to find me a 10 ounce version of the killer whale coins. So anyway, whales, yes, of all kinds, like these, they do very well, and they fly off the shelves quickly. I don't even know if there's any more of these left, but, go to SD Bullion and check. And I can tell you, even if you're paying a higher price than I paid, because I got in a little bit early, you can't, I'm telling you, you're not going to lose, okay? That's basically all I'm going to lose. Okay, so all kinds of critters out there, they fly off the shelves quickly. Leopards, tigers, gorillas, bears, sharks, and anything with horns. I'm serious. Anything with horns, any of the pronghorns, the mooses, the mises, the megalosauruses, like from that prehistoric series. Anything with horns, for some reason, they just do really well. Coins like that do really well. Silver coins, I don't know about gold coins. I think gold coins too. But anything with horns. So if you see any of these critter coins with themes like these, and they're reasonably priced, jump on them. If you're able to buy them at the time, jump on them. An example, I'll give you a future example, and I think it's a future example. Guys, let me know if this coin came out already or not. The 2020 South Korean Tiger from Comsco. You see this thing? It is hotter than the sun. It is going to be hotter than the sun if it's not out already, because if it weren't enough that the mintage was limited to, I think these are usually the Comsco Tiger coins. Well, these, I think this year are going to be limited to 33,000. Okay, the 2020 South Korean Tiger coins from Comsco are going to be limited to 33,000. But what did they do? They took the tiger and they put a baby tiger on it. So it's not even like the mom and the baby. It's just like the baby tiger looking over a wall like, hey, play with me. Play with me. I'm a baby tiger. Oh my gosh, I'm on every alert list there is. And the first alert I get, I'm going to grab like 66 of them because I want to own 0.2% of the strike. Okay? 0.2% of the strike. Yeah, any of these animal themes you see at a reasonable price, if you're able to grab them, just grab them. All right? So yeah, be on the lookout for that tiger coin, the 2020 Comsco South Korean Tiger coin. If you see them out there somewhere, let me know, please. All right, moving along. And, oh, by the way, the song, if you guys were not aware, it's, Hooked on a Feeling, my spoof of it by Blue Suede, and that's suede spelled like Swede almost, I think Swede, Blue Suede from the 70s and stuff, and from Guardians of the Galaxy. If you guys have not seen that movie, it's one of the movies in the soundtrack. All right, Hooked on a Feeling. High on believing, I need some ASCs. Ah, man, I love that. We'll probably play that one again one day later. Anyway, so the quote of the day goes to a subscriber of mine, Tom L., who just knocked me right out of my chair today. And he said, and I quote, "The bubble is getting thinner and thinner." Talking about silver. "I'm just going to keep getting what I can. Silver's running out and time is running out." Bam! That's all you need to know right there. The bubble's getting thinner and thinner, and I'm just going to keep getting what I can. Silver's running out and time is running out. If you had any questions about whether or not we need to be concerned about price and premiums as much, I mean, yes, absolutely be concerned about price and premiums, but it reminds me of what I said last week about time being a greater enemy for us right now than price and premiums. I'm serious, because even though you can't sense it because there's stuff on the shelves, there are crippled inventories right now, and they're going to get worse. Crippled inventories, price and premium at one point or some point kind of takes a back seat, in my opinion. All right? So just keep that in mind. Like with coins like these, if they're going to be a little, out of your price range, remember what I said, anything of quality and that is desirous. And if you have an eye, okay, I'm going to back up a little bit. Silver Joker had a video this weekend, man, and he was showing off my favorite coin from the United States Mint, which I do not have yet. And this is not, I'm not like pitching the Joker to let me buy his coin because I know he wants it and I don't blame him. I'm going to get my own. But it's a 2010 Hawaii Volcanic National Park coin. It's the one where the lava is splattering everywhere. Do you know what it took to create that strike for that coin? I mean, it started out as a quarter, okay, of course, a real quarter because it was state quarters and stuff. But even the quarter version, I'm sure, is quite highly collectible because it's so detailed. But then the 5-ounce ATB, America the Beautiful version of it, is just it just blows your eyes wide open because now you can see everything that's going on. That volcano is going off and you feel like you're standing in front of that volcano and it's going off. That's how well that coin is struck. So, try to acquire an eye for good looking coins, quality coins. With the critters, it's a lot easier. Now there's some bad critter coins out there, There's like this one Sioux Buffalo coin. It's like I guess it's like, oh gosh, yeah, no. Looks like something that, my grandnephew would have, or my great nephew would have drawn, which actually he might be an artist. I better not say that. Anyway, not important. What is important is you get that eye, man. You get that eye for good looking coins and you go after them, because that creates your desire and that creates your ability to kind of hold your nose. If you pay a little too much, it's okay, because you got something you wanted. And you got something which is going to absolutely pay you back in ridiculous amounts of hidden value. We've talked about that before. All right, so, price and premium taking a back seat to the timeline we've got. Not a full back seat, but just, like I said, be discerning and figure out what you can get away with. All right, and just keep in mind that the clock is ticking, okay? And that's going to bring me to my thoughts on living on a silver standard, or my living on a silver standard, which I consider myself on right now. And, the insane things I've done to acquire silver over the years, guys, and if you haven't checked out some of my other stacking stories, I've got scary stacking stories out there. I've got a video entitled Silver 5150, The Road to 15,000 Ounces. All the details are in those videos of all of the insane things that I've done to acquire silver over the years, all right? But from the time I decided I was all in, Wow, look at that reflection. That's pretty awesome. You can see the phone and everything. I better keep my face back. I don't want to show my face in these videos. Silver Dragon's like, I need to start showing my face in some of these videos. In my videos, which is things that stackers never say. If you haven't seen his video on things stackers you never hear stackers say, I almost drove off the road listening to that video. It's so funny. Anyway, beautiful coin. Now, me living on my silver standard, all right? I was determined to prove to everyone that silver, even in its weakest form, right now where it's being manipulated and slammed down and, watered down with paper contracts and all this stuff, even in its current iteration, all right, could provide me with all my monetary needs, all of them, from cash savings to insurance to investing, okay, all of it. Silver would provide me with the lifestyle I crave, which is a degree of freedom from fiat currencies. I don't like fiat currencies. I don't like what they do. I don't like how they steal from you through inflation. I don't like how people just blindly believe in them. And I don't like how governments can print them into oblivion by just using some fancy policy words or, generating a crisis or fomenting an existing crisis to basically give themselves carte blanche or complete freedom to print ridiculous amounts of the currency and treat it like it's something rare. Very, very, very annoying. All right. So my silver standard basically is me transforming every available penny I get into silver. I used to use gold. I used to buy gold, but I bought gold so I could buy silver, and I did. I had guys, I probably had like 42 ounces of gold. Now I have 3. That should tell you something. I transferred those over to silver once I figured out that the gold to silver ratio was over 100 to 1. All right. But anyway, the only cash I keep for emergencies, and you guys have seen it, it's that same old $400 in ones that I've had on my videos. And it's the only cash that I use to serve as a buffer to provide me for that instant need if the need for fiat comes along. If there's a greater need for fiat, that $400 cash is basically just a lifeline, okay? To give me the time I need to receive funds from a quick sale I would execute with Shane or Dan at Money Metals Exchange, right? I mean, that's what the real cash is. I've got plenty of this with Money Metals Exchange. I got plenty at home too, but I'd rather keep that kind of on the, on the down low until, things get more local. But for now, I've got Money Metals Exchange to serve my cash needs. And the longer, of course, that I wait to sell them anything, the better off my return's going to be, because every day we're seeing these, kind of freight train gains in silver. Freight train starts very slow at first, and then it picks up speed, and pretty soon, it's moving faster than you can run and catch it. All right? That's pretty much it. The slow freight train approach is what's happening, what we're experiencing right now. So the longer I wait, the better my returns are from Money Metals Exchange. But say, in 4 or 5 months from now, when the need for a lot of cash comes up because there's some kind of weird, serious deflation. Hello, Shane. Yes, client Silver 5150 here. Right. Yes, I need to sell a couple of 2012 Kilo Cooks, please. Yes, Kilo Cooks. Yes, the 2012s. Toot sweet. I mean right away. Oh, really? Well, it sounds like a win for everyone then. Shoot me a release form. So you see, all of my money, All of my money. It doesn't matter, if it's my savings, my retirement plan, my fund money, my gift giving, my charity. That's right. All the gifts that I give, whether it's tips at restaurants, really nice restaurants, or tips for, like the trades and labor. Like, for example, this weekend, I did not move all my stuff myself. I didn't. Okay. I called 2 men in a truck. I did. I called 2 men in a truck because, if you guys remember, I sold a lot of silver back a while ago, and all that cash has been used to do a number of things, which I've repeated ad nauseum and stuff, but getting me moved into nicer digs, which I used that cash from the silver sale to get me into a really nice apartment. Those guys, they really busted their tail, and they moved everything I had in like 3 hours. So you know what I did? I tipped them with silver. Not these. I think I tipped with a Black Panther, a Deadpool, and a Captain America, which will be part of our giveaways later on. But for them, since they did an outstanding, stellar job, there was 3 of them that did that. They did it really quick. It helped me get on with my weekend and help a friend recover a vehicle from like 4 hours away. And so I was able to still have some of the weekend left over. So because they put out the effort and they almost killed themselves in the process, I tipped them really nicely with the Marvel Tuvalu coins. I think that's how you say it. Tuluvian? Anyway. All right. Boy, I just went off on a tangent there. Okay, so all of my finances, my money, everything's tied into my stack. I'm dead serious about that. Now, there is one exception. There's a retirement fund that I can't seem to figure out how to get rolled over into silver, but I'm working on it. Okay? The instant I figure out how to get that money in my hands, I'm going to go online or to a coin shop, and I'm going to transform it immediately into more of this. Into more silver. Okay? So, I just, that's my idea of all in on silver. Every bit of available cash that I can access, I have in silver. Okay? Just a small, tiny amount of ones I keep available to, I guess, try to mitigate the immediate need for liquid cash. Okay? I call it cash. That's not money. This is money. That's called cash. Okay, so, but even still, I've gone a step further. And I think this is the most important part of my stacking portfolio or my finances. I'm actually surrounding myself with other stackers, you guys, all right? It doesn't matter if they're established stackers, new stackers, stackers I've helped create through casual conversation. Even my social framework is net long silver, guys. Okay? I'm serious. And it's not like, I wanted it to be that way. My desire for silver to achieve its true role in our lives is so great that everything that I am associated with now, I try to bring the influence of silver on subconsciously. I don't do it on purpose. In fact, most people, until they ask me, I don't really tell them about silver. If I hear somebody talking about it, I might kind of pipe in a little bit and just kind of feel my way in and see if I can get in on it. And then slowly I'll divulge what I know, if it's of relevance. But for the most part, unless people ask me something, I don't really tell them about silver openly. Now, I might have a coin or something out. I might have something on display, or I might have something I pull out of my pocket and be like, whoa, what's that? And then, at that point, I got them. All right, I got them, and then I'm going to get them. All right, but even like, the majority of my social framework and members of my family and everything are becoming aware of this secret society, this secret silver society of stackers. And so this net long position I have of stackers in my social framework, you guys, of course, my channel, of course, all the friends I'm acquiring having this channel of a like mind, and we're all sharing in this passion together and stuff. All right. I'm glad that this is the case because we will be the leaders, the secret silver society of stackers. We will be leading the way in a new upcoming silver age. And there'll be some big heavy hitters in there. Eric Sprott, if you guys don't know who Eric Sprott is, the guy's a billionaire, and I think he's a billionaire with silver. Keith Neumeyer, the guy that runs Silver Majestic, he's a billionaire, and his net worth is in silver. And so, all these people, it doesn't matter if you're at the top or at the beginning, it doesn't matter. We're all going to be part of that society, and we're going to be leading the new silver age. Okay? So, I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for putting up my spoof song. I had a lot of fun with it. But I'm going to head home and I'm going to continue unpacking because that is going to be a process. And if you guys noticed this morning, I did shoot the broadcast this morning from the new digs, from the new apartment, which is really nice. Guys, it is really nice. This stuff right here, this money, this silver right here, even though I sold some at a loss, it transformed my life. You know, it was a fifth of my stack. It was a big chunk of my stack. I'm not going to be able to get back to that level again, I don't think, before things blow wide open. But that's okay. I'll be okay. Believe me, I'll be okay. But the boost in morale, the change it made in my life, the change it made in a family member's life, pulling them from the brink. They were in a bad spot, and I was able to help them with silver. I was able to change my life with silver. One transaction. Now, granted, the volume was pretty high on the silver, but like I said, I'll be okay. But the point is that silver, and silver alone, not gold, not copper, not fiat cash, well, by extension fiat cash, but not, you know, any kind of government mandate, it transformed 2 lives, mine and my family member's life, with just that one little maneuver. It took 48 hours to do that. Silver did that. Silver did that right now in its weakest form. Okay? You guys wait until we get into true valuation, until we get above 50, onto 80, 180, 200, 400, 600. After 600, now we got to start watching to make sure that the dollar doesn't completely collapse. And if it does, what are people's reactions going to be to it? By that time, guys, I hope to goodness that you have everything else you need to support your stack. By the way, that's what you know, having, you know, these preps and stuff that, you know, I talk about. I've got videos on that too. Having your personal security, having your spiritual wellness, having your physical wellness, your health, having, you know, extra food, extra water, the opportunity to generate clean air. You know, all these things are actually in support of your stack, because where you're trying to get to is here. You're trying to get to where silver is taken out of the shadows and valued and utilized as sound money. But to get there, there's going to have to be some pain and some tough times and some craziness. And you need those other things to support you as you get your stack to the other side of this. So I hope you guys are taking that posture. You know, you're taking some money to the side, or taking some cash to the side, and you're building up the other parts of your stack. Okay? So that's how the game is going to be played. We hang on to our stacks. We hold on for dear life until we can get out and use the silver like it's really supposed to do. But I can tell you right now, it can actually work fine right now. You're just going to have a dollar per dollar offset. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. All right. So, like I said, it's going to do it for today. I'm Silver5150 telling you that your stack is not whack, and that just 10 ounces to your name. Just 10 ounces to your name. Look. There's just 6 billion ounces of above ground investable silver for every man, woman, and child on Earth. That is less than 1 ounce per person. And that was before we all showed up with the fever, the silver fever. Okay? So just think about that. I mean, that's probably like 3 billion ounces at this point. But your stack is not whack. And just 10 ounces to your name keeps you 99% ahead of the game, guys. I will catch you tomorrow with a morning update. Love hanging out with you. Can't wait. Have a great evening, and I'll talk to you later.